Hello and welcome back to another episode on Fichthal the MaizePlus Experiment map. I am at the apple trees at the moment because I got a question in comments, how do they work? I mean that the person didn't get any apples spawned. So, the thing is, you need to provide water and manure, or just water. Both things work. You dump it right here at this trigger. And because it's spring, I'm not gonna activate the trees, but you need to go and activate it. So you have to go into your menu under productions, and then you have apple trees. So this one first, for example, uses only water and gives you 0.5 apples per cycle, I suppose. Here are your incoming materials. And if you put manure in, it actually makes, okay, it doubles the cycles per month. So with just water, it only takes 60 per month, and with manure, it makes 120. But you have to activate it. It's over here. And now you have to have a status running. Because if you don't do that, nothing will work. So maybe that's the issue for you. Please let me know if this fixes it. On the other hand, the cycles are pretty slow, and you also have to own the land the apple trees are on. So if we go over here to the map, you can see these apple trees are actually listed as productions. So you have to own this orchard. If you wouldn't own this orchard, nothing, you won't be able to do anything with the trees. I think the same orchard is also, well, not the same, but something like that is also over here. And there are a few more. So one is over here. This is part of the sheep map, sheep farm, or in the vicinity of sheep farm. So yeah, you have to have the land bought. That is thing number one. You have to give it at least water, and better if you give them water and manure. You can check in your production chains, set a menu, and then you have to activate the one you want to run. So I usually activate both. Because we have twice as much water as manure, and we can activate both, so we actually get 180 cycles per month, so 60 plus 120. I hope this helps, and yeah, please let me know if this solved your issue. And for those who are wondering, these apple trees are a part of the map. You don't need any mods or anything like that. You simply load the map and they are all in, ready to go. Right, so let me load up with milk. Yeah, we're getting quite a decent amount now. The cows are looking pretty good. I think we are just under half capacity for feed. So I'm gonna need to sort that out in the near future. I'm gonna have to sort the straw out. And the slurry tank is getting fairly full, so yeah. Those are all things that will need addressing in near future. But today's plan is sell the milk, of course, because this is how we earn most of our money. Let me just wash the tanker before I go to the milk intermediaries. Yeah, that's it. Nice and clean. Is this dirt or damage? It actually looks like rust from a certain point of view. And if we check it, the repair status or damage status, it does say it's quite poorly, so I might need to do a service or a repaint on this one, even though this one supposedly shouldn't need a repaint, but hey. Okay, yeah, after we sell the milk, I am going to put the cultivator on this tractor and I'm gonna go over all our fields so we can prepare them for planting corn, which may be done in April. So we have one more day in between today and when the planting season starts. So I think it's gonna be perfect to tend to the cows, to make sure they have enough feed and everything they need. I'm not sure whose this field is though. It looks abandoned. And this one also. It has maize from the previous season in. Interesting. Well, we'll see. Maybe they will sort it out. Or maybe the farmer doesn't have the capacity to do it anymore, so it might be a field that we can buy cheaply. We'll see. But yeah, it's such a fun thing, this little tractor. Well, not so little. It's actually quite big. Of course, it's not the biggest bus, but it's still quite a cool tractor. And look at the money flow in. Awesome. Okay, so around 16,000. Just a bit more. Awesome. Yeah, it really is a smooth ride compared to the international harvester we had before the case. I don't have to worry about the gears anymore, which is a plus. And today is the first day ever that I'm gonna be cultivating in the cover crop. The Oilseed Radish, I believe it's called. Or is it though? I can't remember. Oilseed Radish, yeah, okay. So let me put on the cultivator. The weather is nice. The tractor is new, full of fuel, and full of power. Oh, I seem to have forgotten to put away the bags of lime that I used previously. Right. Okay. And lift it up. And I go around this way. Yes, I can. I really have to sort this out. Not okay for your lime to be lying outside like this. Okay, even though we can go into the field wherever we actually want to, I will go here where the entrance is. And this Gorin's cultivator should make easy work out of this field. Yeah, it's really a piece of machine. Double rollers, triple rollers actually. Yeah. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to check the nitrogen level of this. Okay, so we are at around 80, mostly 80 kilograms per hectare. So when I go over this, it should add nitrogen level. Okay, we can go at 17. That's very fast. I'm gonna go with maybe 14. Not too big of a field, so I don't really see a need for going much faster. Because I'm afraid if I get my cultivator stuck on something, it's gonna break a tine or maybe damage something else, so yeah. Yeah, 14 seems reasonable enough. Now usually I would end with going around the field. I would end on the headland. But because we're gonna be seeding in and it's gonna toss and turn the soil again, I don't really feel the need to be too careful with the soil compaction, so I'm just gonna go around a couple times and then clear the middle and we should be done. And yeah, I really must say I love the sound of this class tractor. It's really, really well made. How we doing? We're doing great. Okay, and in basically no time I'm gonna make a loop around the field and then I'm gonna check the map for nitrogen levels. It's kind of interesting, it doesn't really show on the mini-map, because usually when you're fertilizing or, you know, changing the state of the fertilizer, it shows a bit of the change on the mini-map, but in this case it doesn't, so I am very intrigued if this is really gonna work. Okay, so this is one headland done. Now let me check if anything happened, and it looks like something has happened. And it was a tiny difference, so the edge is now at 100. Okay, well, it's not such a tiny difference, you know, it goes from 80 to 100, 120. Okay, so it adds 20 to 40 kilograms per hectare. Interesting. Well, let me do this in the time lapse, because I don't have much to talk about right now. So we'll see you when we're done. Just last few passes on this field and we're done with both of them. Then I need to go over to the field number 13 where we had corn previously. Yeah, I've been thinking we have ran out of grain grist. So in order to be able to make TMR, realistically, as I said, I do want to use grains. So I will go with the trailer down to the animal dealers where they have this Deutz silo, where we can actually buy the ingredients we need. So I will either buy grain grist or I will either buy CCM. That's actually maize ground up. I'm not exactly sure what the full name is for CCM. It's probably corn kernels milled or something like that. That would make sense because it's actually, you know, corn milled up and then fermented. So yeah, the nitrogen map looks like this now. We got a bit better. Now I'm gonna go to the field 13 and then I'm gonna do field number 63. Both of those are gonna be done off screen because you have seen quite a lot of cultivating today and I don't want to bore you too much. So I will log back in when I pick up the trailer and when I start, when I go collect the said grains that we're gonna use next episode for feeding our cattle. So yeah, see you in a jiffy. Good, this is field number 63 done. So now I will return back to my farm and put the trailer on and we'll go right back here into this town and load the grain grist or CCM. I'm still not sure which one. They are both interchangeable in mix. Look at this screen is really in the way. Can I see past it if I... Yeah, kind of, sort of, if I lean forward. Yeah, so, where was I? Yeah, they are interchangeable, so I can use either or. And if the price is the same, basically I will just use whatever I decide at the spot. Otherwise, I will take the cheaper option, of course. They should work the same, based on, I mean, they should work the same effect-wise, so yeah, it shouldn't be any difference. When I come back to the farm, I do want to wash the tractor and the cultivator off. They are quite dirty right now. Well, the tractor is not too bad, just a little bit of dust and debris, grime. But the cultivator, yeah, I haven't washed it since the previous season, so yeah, I can... It would be wise to do it. Alright. Perfect. And for the next episode, I will probably have to get... I will definitely have to get a planter of some sort. But yeah, judging on our funds, I might be able to buy it outright, so that sounds like a splendid idea. And I must say, the class has... What is this? Why is it not working? Okay, it's working now. The class has performed beautifully. I didn't have any trouble with the weight, even though this is quite a big cultivator. And it didn't have any trouble pulling it, so horsepower wise we are where we need to be. And yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the weight on the tractor for this transport mission, because I want to keep my front wheels on the ground. That would be the most fortunate thing, if I can arrange all the wheels to have contact with the ground at all times. Yeah, I still haven't sorted out the bags of lime, so please excuse that mess. I'll make sure they are all under cover until the next episode. Right now I do want to focus on bringing over that feed. So let's take this off. Let's go get our trailer. And all the fields look very nice, very well prepared for the planting sessions. So yeah. I might even get one of those planters, you know, where you have a hopper for seed or fertilizer on the front. I think it's for fertilizer actually. And then you have a hopper or many hoppers in the back for actual corn seed. Yeah. That might be a good idea, because with that I can have one less step, because I don't need to do anything to adjust the nitrogen level in the soil to be perfect for the actual crop that we put in the ground. Anyway, I'll make my way to that other town, and I'll log back in when I'm there. Made it over here. I have checked the prices for said goods. So CCM or grain grist, whichever I'm gonna take. And I wasn't able to find the selling prices, so I'm not quite sure. Okay, thank you, smart vehicle driver, waiting for the big truck, the big tractor to move over. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna work, but it should work, because I remember that I was able to put in the ingredients. So select the silo whose content you want to load into your vehicle. Okay, we have grain grist. Do we have CCM? It actually doesn't look like we do have CCM, so okay, let's deal with this. I have no idea what the actual price per 1,000 liters is, so I'm gonna take out my trusty calculator and I'll just do the calculations, but judging on the speed the money goes down, it's gonna be quite some. Quite a big expense. On the other hand, if I was to produce grain grist by myself, I would also have quite a lot of expenses, and I would have to put in a large amount of time. So 17,600 divided by 22,000, that's 800 per 1,000 liters. I go out over here, I think I can. Okay, and we have grain grist in the trailer, feeling the weight. Now the only thing left is to transport this to the farm, and we're done. In the next episode I am still not gonna be able to put corn in the ground, so I will do the usuals, you know, sell the milk, I think I will start apples, the apple trees back, because the trees have just now started getting leaves after winter, so yeah, the trees are not yet ready to start producing apples, roleplay wise. And then I think I will do the feeding, and I need to sort out the planter and seed. So yeah, I have my work cut out for me. And I believe I am going to use up all the silage I have in the bunkers for this feeding session that's coming up in the next episode, because I don't have that much material left in either of the bunkers. But this is getting me thinking if I should get another meadow. On the other hand, if I use 1 cut of grass to produce silage and 2 cuts, because I believe I get 3 cuts in a year of our grass fields, and if I have 2 for hay, I should be well within the need to put 1 into the bunker for silage. Because silage is now divided into 2 categories, you know, we have maize silage and we have grass silage, so we use less of grass silage because we don't need as much. And this is a bit of a slow traffic. Come on, we have the right of way, and we're walking. On the other hand, it would be great to empty both of the silage pits, so I have them available for producing new batch of silage. So for the new season, it's always best if you have fresh ingredients, you know. You can use older ones, but everything goes bad in time. And judging by the PeterAH mod that Farming Agency and Alien Paul are working on, everything will rot through time. So even the silage will rot through time. The hay and straw we have stored for the moment will rot in time. This is not yet implemented in MaizePlus, but it will be implemented in the PeterAH mod, which I'm looking forward to. I'm very much looking forward to. It's gonna be awesome using it with the FS25. Okay, and this is our day done. I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you had fun. I hope I helped with those apple trees and how to start production with them. And yeah, please let me know if that helped. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.